Welcome back to Yorkshire Lad Talks Football. In this video, I'm going to be previewing the small matter of Atletico Madrid versus Chelsea. It's the first leg of the Champions League in the last 16. It's not going to be played in Spain, as it usually would, because of COVID. It's been played in Romania, which is quite odd, but we're going to have to accept it and get used to it. And it actually could be an advantage to Chelsea because, let's be honest, it's a neutral ground. Atletico won't have that home advantage. And if Chelsea can capitalise on this, that'd be great. Scoring one or two away goals, and we can take it back to the bridge and try to turn them over there. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's Tuchel's first game in the Champions League as Chelsea boss. I'm hoping he can deliver the form he brought to PSG last season as they reached the Champions League final. So if all bodes well, I am confident Chelsea can go far in this competition. We are coming up against a very good side in Atletico Madrid. They're the league leaders at the minute in Spain. By 6 points as well, they're comfortable. They've got a game in hand as well. So if they win that, they go 9 points clear of Real Madrid. So it will be a tough task for Chelsea, but I'm confident we can see this game through and get the victory we need to take us through to the quarterfinals. So in this video, I'm going to discuss the lineups, predicted lineups. I'll do a bit of an opposition preview on Atletico and what they might offer in the game. And also, I'll give you my score predictions and my predictions as to what might happen in the match. Chelsea are coming up against an absolutely brilliant Atletico Madrid side. I said I'm confident, but it's probably more optimistic what I am about the game, or the tie in general, because they're a great side. They're currently 11 games unbeaten in La Liga, and if they win the game in hand, they can go 9 points clear of Real Madrid. So it's going to be a very tough task. Simeone has them playing some brilliant stuff. Although they might be more defensively astute than their attacking side, they do offer a great attacking threat as well. Atletico Madrid are renowned for having a brilliant defence. They have been for years. So what makes their defence so special? I think it's the fact that they press as a unit and they're so compact and they nullify any chances of opposition being able to play between the half spaces and in behind. Because they're so drilled and they work as a unit, they actually prevent opposition from being able to play. And accompanying this, they have a brilliant attack, which works so well for their system. Because they have five at the back, their wing-backs are extremely involved. They manage to soak up the pressure because they're so defensively astute and organised. And they break at pace, they break at extreme pace with the wing-backs, the midfielders, and then up top they have Luis Suarez and João Felix. If João Felix is injured, which he has been currently, they have Angel Correa, who's on top form also. So their attack's brilliant. Suarez is the top goal scorer in the league with 16 goals. And you can always rely on him to be a threat. The old nemesis of Chelsea, Ivanovic armbiter, Chiellini armbiter, but he's a great player, isn't he? You have to accept it. He's a great player, and that leads me nicely on to how I think Chelsea can defend Luis Suarez and Atletico Madrid's attack. So I'm going to leave my predicted lineup on the screen for you. In there, I'm going for Edouard Mendy. He's realistically our number one. Even Tuchel said this in press conferences. And he was dropped, but only because of an FA Cup game. And Kepa came in, he performed well, and he deserved to keep his spot, to be honest, because he performed so well against Barnsley. He made a couple of great saves, kept his spot in the Premier League, and he performed well then. But realistically, Mendy did not do anything wrong to deserve to get dropped. So bringing him back into the lineup is only normal. So in there, I'm going to stick with Edouard Mendy. I'm going to stick with five at the back again because why would you change something that's working so well? Right wing back, I'm going to go with Reece James because I think he offers that extra defensive stability and I think we need it against Atletico. A side who have a great attack in Suarez and Felix, and their wing backs will cause a lot of problems because they're always bombing forward. So I do think we need that extra defensive nous and know-how. So for that reason, I'm going with Reece James. My three centre-backs are going to be right centre-back, Cesar Azpilicueta. He's been brilliant recently. He's so consistent. And there's no reason to drop him. So he can be my right centre-back. My central defender, if he's fit, Thiago Silva. He's a monster and he glues our defence together. He makes everyone else perform better in the team as well. And his experience and knowledge of what it's like to go through a Champions League campaign could be pivotal to helping us progress through this tournament. He helped PSG get to the final last year and he was pivotal to PSG having their best season to date, even with all the money they've spent. And he is crucial for any aspirations we have going forward in the Champions League. He literally glues our defence together and He offers so much experience and knowledge in this competition that for him not to be there, it'd be a real miss. That leads nicely onto the left centre-back, and that's going to be Antonio Rudiger. He's performed well recently, and as I said with Azpilicueta, there's no need to drop him. So he's going to be my left centre-back. Left wing-back, I'm going to have Marcos Alonso. My two centre-mids are going to be Mateo Kovacic and Jorginho once again. They are playing really well under Tuchel. They combine brilliantly. And they're actually rediscovering some of the form that they had under Lampard. They were a big influence on Lampard's sides. And I think in this game, they might be able to dictate and control the midfield and actually compete with Atletico's physical nature and well-drilled midfield. Moving on to the front three now, and right inside forward, I'm putting Mason Mount, the always reliable Mason Mount. Since Tuchel arrived, he's been our best player. He's been brilliant to watch. And his growing influence on the side is increasing game by game. So for that, I am putting him as my right forward. And I also think he could be the one to unlock Atletico's defence and break their stubborn midfield and defence down. So Mason Mount's going in at my right forward spot. Striker, I'm putting Olivier Giroud. I think we need a focal point in this game because Atletico's centre-backs are physical, tall and aggressive. And I think Giroud might be able to be that focal point we need and that target man where we can pump balls into him and play off him from there. So it's going to be a tough task for him anyway, playing up against three physical centre-backs. But I think he's the man who can cause them the most problems. So to wrap up my Atletico Madrid versus Chelsea preview on Tuesday night in the UEFA Champions League, I do need to give you a prediction. I'm more optimistic than confident for this game. We're playing the league leaders of Spain, a very good side with a very good coach. And it's Tuchel's first outing in the Champions League with Chelsea. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I think it'd be a great result for Chelsea. Get the away goal, take them back to the bridge and try get the victory there. It would do me nicely and I'm sure it'd do Chelsea nicely. So let's be optimistic about this 1-1 draw. Get the away goal, take them back to the bridge. And I'd also like to say, if you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and check out my socials. Up the Chelsea.